Sports Day promise to friends help each other finish a race. It was a bright morning at Riverdale School. The sun was shining and the sky was blue. The playground was full of color because it was the annual sports day. Teachers set up chairs, parents carried cameras, and children wore their sports uniforms with excitement. Everyone was talking about the races, the games, and the prizes. Among the students were two best friends, Leo and Amir. They were both 12 years old, and they always did everything together. They studied together, played football after school, and even shared their lunch. On this special day, they promised each other something. Leo said, "Amir, no matter what happens, we will finish the race together." Amir smiled and answered, "Yes, we run together, and we finish together." When the race began, all the boys stood at the starting line. The teacher blew the whistle, and the runners started with great speed. The crowd clapped and shouted, "Go, go!" Dust rose from the ground as feet hit the track. Leo and Amir ran side by side. At first, they felt light and strong. Their legs moved quickly, and their hearts beat fast. But after the first round, something unexpected happened. Amir's foot twisted on a small stone, and he fell to the ground. He cried out in pain and held his ankle. The other runners looked back for a moment, but continued running. Leo stopped immediately and ran to his friend. "Amir, are you okay?" he asked with worrying in his eyes. Amir tried to stand but could not. His face was pale, and his eyes filled with tears. "I can't run anymore," he whispered. Leo looked at the track, then at his friend. The race was still going on, and the children were running farther ahead. He could try to run and maybe win, but he remembered the promise they made. He shook his head firmly and said, "Don't worry, we will finish this race together." Slowly, Leo helped Amir stand. Amir leaned on Leo's shoulder, and together they began to walk. The crowd saw what was happening. At first, the parents and children became quiet. Then some started clapping, not for speed, but for courage and friendship. "Come on, boys, you can do it," someone shouted. Step by step, Leo and Amir moved forward. Amir limped in pain, but Leo did not let him stop. "We can do this," Leo whispered. Just one more step, then another. Amir felt stronger because of Leo's words. They walked slowly, but they kept moving. The race was long, and the other children had already crossed the finish line. Some stood with their medals, but everyone's eyes were now on the two friends still on the track. The sun was hot, and sweat ran down their faces. Amir's ankle hurt with every step, and Leo's shoulder ached from supporting his friend. But they never gave up. They remembered their promise. The finish line was still far, but they could see it. "Look, Amir," Leo said with a smile. "There it is." "Just a little more," Amir nodded, biting his lip to hide the pain. Finally, after what felt like a long time, they reached the last part of the track. The whole school stood and clapped loudly. Teachers, parents, and students cheered with all their hearts. "Go, Leo and Amir. You are the true winners." The boys felt their energy return. With one final effort, they crossed the finish line together, step by step, side by side. When they crossed, they did not win medals, but something bigger happened. The principal came forward and shook their hands. "Today, you showed us the real meaning of sports," she said warmly. "It is not only about speed or prizes. It is about teamwork, courage, and keeping your promises." The crowd cheered again, louder than before. Amir looked at Leo and whispered, "Thank you for not leaving me." Leo smiled and answered, "A promise is a promise." We started together, and we finished together. That night, when they went home, neither of them had a gold medal in their hand. But in their hearts, they carried something brighter, the memory of friendship and the lesson that true victory comes from helping each other, not from standing alone. And from that day, whenever anyone at Riverdale School spoke about Sports Day, they did not talk about who ran the fastest. They talked about Leo and Amir, two best friends who kept a promise and showed everyone the power of loyalty and love.